Welcome back once again to our channel. In this video we will discuss about how to give your interview by yourself. So let's start today's session without wasting our time. How you can tell about yourself and about your career. How to tell all these type of questions which is I discuss in this video. So friends, first of all, first question is asked by interviewer to you, which is tell me about yourself. If your interviewer asks this question to you, then how to tell the answer of this question? So basically your interviewer will likely to start out with a question about you and your background to get to know about you. Start by giving them an overview about your current position or current activities, then provide the most important and relevant highlight from your background that make you the most qualified for the role. If you had like, it is generally acceptable to include some light personal detail, like personal detail, or if you give your personal detail in answer, and hobbies or families, about your families if you tell, then it is beneficial in answer. Doing so can help you be more memorable and personable to the interviewer. Next thing is, if I discuss and if I talk about next question, then how would you describe yourself? If I talk about this question, then in this question, when interviewer asks you to tell about yourself, they are looking for information about how your qualities and characteristics and with the skills they believe is required to succeed in the role. If possible, include like quantifiable result, and he or she want best attribute to drive success, so that they receive about yourself and your quality. They want your qualities and character. What are your character behind this question? This type of answer are included by yourself. If I talk about next question, then what makes you unique? If interviewer asks this question, then in this question, how to tell your answer? Employer often asks this question to identify why you might be more qualified than other candidate. They are interviewing to answer focus on why hiring you. They ask in this question in depth. If I discuss, then they ask why I hiring you. You would benefit the employer as you don't know the other applicant, and it can be challenging to think about your answer in relation to others. So addressing why your background make you a good and unique from others. And friends, you can also add your qualification and your traits, so that interviewer influence why adding your these qualities. Next question is, which is why do you want to work here? Interviewer also ask this type of question, why do you want to work here? If this question asked by interviewer, then you can tell them interviewer often asks this question as a way to determine whether or not you took time to research the company and to learn why you see yourself as a good fit. And the best way homework and learn about the product, services, and learn about the culture of this workplace. In your answer, you can mention the aspect of the company that appeal to you and align with your career goals, and also you can explain why you are looking for these things in an employer. So you can add all these things which is I just discussed behind this question. Basically, if I give you an example, then suppose a company mission to help college graduate pay off their student loan debt speak to me, then I have been that situation and I had loved the opportunity to work with a company that making a different from other. This type of examples you can give them if the interviewer asks to you why do you want to work here, आप यहाँ पर वर्क करना क्यों चाहते हैं, इसके बारे में आपको पता होना चाहिए कि मैं यहाँ पर काम करने क्यों आया हूँ. तो you can tell them if you have answer then with confidently. Next question is what interest you have about this role. आपका अगर इंटरेस्ट है तो इस रोल में इंटरेस्ट क्यों है और क्या इंटरेस्ट है आपको इस काम में करने का. सो इफ़ आई डिस्कस अबाउट दिस क्वेश्चन like the previous question, hiring manager often include this question to make sure you understand the role and to give you the opportunity to highlight your relevant skills. In addition to thorough reading the job description, it can be helpful to compare the role requirement and against the skills and experience. Choose a few things you particularly enjoy or excel at, the focus on those in your career. When this question asked by interviewer, then all these type of skills you can tell them in answer. Next question is what motivate you. If interviewer asks this question, what motivate you, then you can tell them suppose employer asks this question to gauge your level or self-awareness and ensure your sources of motivation align with the role. Then to answer, be as specific as possible. Provide real life example with to that interviewer and tie your answer back to the job role. जॉब रोल से रिलेटेड ही आपको आंसर देना है. आपको मोटिवेट कौन सी चीज़ करती है, तो आपको कोई भी एग्जांपल देना है जो आपको आपकी हैबिट में हो, बट दैट एग्जांपल इज़ रिलेटेड विद जॉब ओनली. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज़ व्हाट आर योर पैशनेट अबाउट. आप किस चीज़ में ज़्यादा पैशनेट हैं, किस चीज़ में ज़्यादा माहिर हैं. So much like the previous question about motivation, employer might ask what you are passionate about to better understanding and drive you and what you care most deeply about. This can help them to understand whether you are good fit for the role or not. So basically, to answer, select something you are generally passionate about, explain why you are passionate about it, and give example of how you have pursued this passion and relate it back to the job role. कहीं ना कहीं आपको जॉब रोल से रिलेट करके ही आंसर देना है. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज व्हाई आर यू लिविंग योर करंट जॉब. आपने करंट जॉब क्यों छोड़ी. if I discuss about this question, then there are many reasons for leaving a job. Prepare a thoughtful answer before attempting your interview. Remember this thing. And it will give your interview confidence that you are being deliberate about this job change instead of focusing on the negative aspect of your current or previous role. Focus on the future and what you hope to gain in your next position. So this type of skills, this type of answer you can tell when interviewer asks to you why you are leaving your current job. Next question is, what are your greatest strength and weaknesses? If I discuss about this question, strength and weaknesses आपकी क्या क्या हैं, then this question give you an opportunity to talk about your technical and soft skills, to answer and share qualities and personal attribute and then relate them back to the role for which you are interviewing. And if I talk about weaknesses, what are your greatest weaknesses, then in this question you can tell them about your weaknesses, but you can tell them fake weaknesses, not your original weaknesses. Remember this thing. It can feel awkward. It can feel awkward to discuss your weaknesses in an environment where you are expected to focus on your accomplishment. However, when answer correctly, sharing your weaknesses, you can show that you are self-aware and want to continuously get better at your job, and you can tell them your traits that are extremely attractive to many employers. Remember to start with the weakness and then discuss the measure you have taken to improve. This way you are finishing your answer on a positive manner or positive note. Next question, if I discuss, then what are your goals for the future? फ्यूचर के लिए आपका प्लान क्या है, गोल्स क्या है? If I discuss on this question, then often hiring managers ask about your future goal to determine whether or not you are looking to stay with a company in the long term or short term. Additionally, this question is used to gauge your ambition and expectation for your career and your ability to plan ahead. The best way to handle this question is to determine your current career and how this role play into helping you reach your ultimate goal in future. These type of answers you can tell when interviewer asks to you what are your goals for the future. Next question is, where do you see yourself in 5 years in future? आप इन 5 सालों में कहाँ देखना चाहेंगे अपने आप को? If I discuss on this question, understanding how you imagine your life in the future can help employer understand whether the trajectory of the role and company fits in with your personal development goal. To answer, provide general ideas about the skills and you want to develop, the type of role you would like to be in, and the things you would like to have accomplished. You can make your plan in advance, and you have to do work on this plan in next 5 years. Then you will find on next level in 5 years. So this is depend on you how you change your life in 5 years. Next question is, can you tell me about a difficult work situation and how you can overcome it? क्या आप बता सकते हैं कि आप कठिन सिचुएशन में कैसे उसको हैंडल करेंगे और कैसे उसको ओवरकम उससे करेंगे? So basically this question is often used to assess how well you perform under the pressure as well as your problem solving abilities. Keep in mind, always keep in mind, stories are more memorable than fact and figures, as strive to show instead to tell. Friends, this is also an excellent opportunity to show your human side and how you are willing to give the extra mile without being asked. If you tell them all these qualities, then definitely interviewer influenced by your answer. Next question is, what is your salary range expectation? आपकी सैलरी के बारे में आप कितना एक्सपेक्ट करते हैं? So basically friends, interviewer asks this question to make sure your expectations are in line with the amount they are budgeted for the role or not. If you give a salary range high or lower than the market value of the position, it gives the impression that you don't know your worth. So basically this is all about salary range. You can tell them easily according to your quality and according to your education. Next question is, why should we hire you? हम आपको हायर क्यों करें? Interviewer can ask also this question. If this question is asked by interviewer, then while this question may seem like an interviewer generally bring this up to offer you another opportunity to explain why you are the best candidate. आप best candidate हैं तो क्यों हैं? Your answer should address the skills and experience you offer and you are good culture fit. So you can tell them all these activities. If you prepare before attempting the interview, then definitely you tell confidently. Next question is, do you have any question? At last, interviewer can also ask about your question. अगर आपके पास कोई क्वेश्चन है तो इंटरव्यूअर पूछ सकता है कि do you have any question? Then basically this might be one of the most important question asked during the interview process, because it allows you to explore any subject that has not